So, welcome back, and I'm gonna be honest with you immediately. I was hoping for a good day. In the back of my mind, I was hoping for Iraq pulling off a win against Ukraine because I was like, yeah, they have a good team. Ayman Hussein was the best player probably in the Asian Cup. We remember what happened in that round of 16 against Jordan. We don't know what would have happened if Iraq didn't collapse basically in a few minutes and Ayman Hussein wasn't like ejected. We know Ali Jasim. We saw him today, and we will see him next year with Como in Serie A. And yeah, if you see what he did today, you understand why next year he will play in one of the biggest leagues in the world. You've seen also players like Carrar that hit a post and was playing absolutely beautiful football. And yes, I mean, Iraq pulled a great win. And we're gonna talk about Japan. We're gonna talk about next days, of course, again for Uzbekistan. And again, if Uzbekistan had the possibility to get that draw, that 2-2 result, I think the draw of Uzbekistan and the two wins of Japan and Iraq, that would have been my perfect scenario, because of course Uzbekistan against Spain was probably the most difficult game, but yeah, I mean, two wins, and anyways a great game by Uzbekistan. Even though they lost, I think it's a pretty good balance for AFC teams in this first day of the Olympics. And now let's talk about the Iraq game. The first half wasn't that awesome. Ali Jasim was starting the game on the bench. We had Ayman Hussein, but he wasn't really able to get many playable balls. The game wasn't really fun itself. We had one big chance for Ukraine that basically went on the left side. There was this ball that came into inside. The goalkeeper was beaten, and fortunately for Iraq, the Ukrainian player wasn't able to score and to make the goal. That I mean, Ukraine then scored at the 53rd minute. They opened the scoring, but opening it in the first half would have changed the game probably, because at that point you cannot really make substitution and try to change it. But Iraq was able and was very solid on trying to stay in the game, trying to contain Ukraine in the first half and see and study their play, what they wanted to do and what they preferred to not do. And then yeah, in the second half, you got the second half that you are 0-0. There is the goal by Rubczynski at the 53rd minute. At that point, we see that Iraq might fall off because they weren't playing great football until that point. But luckily for Iraq, there is the penalty. Penalty happens. Absolutely. When you have a penalty, you have Ayman Hussein. You make Ayman Hussein go for the penalty kick, and he scores at the 57th minute, tying the game up. You see Ali Jasim coming into the game after this goal, and at that point the game changes, because Ali Jasim, if he was good in January in the Asian Cup, in February in the Asian Cup, now he's even better. He dribbles, he does everything. He has such a personality with the ball that is absolutely amazing to watch. And then at the 75th minute, he receives the ball from Carrar on the left side. He comes back to the right side, avoiding even also a defender of Ukraine, and he shots. The Ukrainian goalkeeper wasn't really able to reach for the ball, also because he was covered from Ukrainian defenders. And yeah, Ali Jasim scores 2-1 for Iraq. And again, as I said before, there is a post that Karar gets after an assist by Jasim. That, by the way, I mean, absolutely, he was the MVP in the last 20 minutes. And yeah, I mean, Iraq is able to hold the result until the end. 2-1 win for Iraq. And I have to say, I mean, also in this game we had like 12 minutes of additional time. I'm gonna talk about the Japan game later in the next video, and also there we had I think too much injury time. I mean, 7 minutes in this game, Iraq Ukraine, 7 minutes in the first half, 12 minutes that became 13 minutes in the second half. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Iraq won, so for Asian football it's fine, but again, the games start to be too long. I mean, I'm afraid that sometimes I might have an Asian game in the first, like for example 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. there is another game, but the first game isn't finished because I have 25 minutes of additional time, you know. That's not an incredible thing. We'll see what's going to happen. It's already weird, the fact that I don't know if you've seen it, the Morocco-Argentina game, like they went off, they came back in. Anyways, the result for Iraq was great. The game was absolutely perfect, because yes, the first half wasn't great perhaps looking at it from the outside, but from the inside they were studying the Ukrainian team, and yes, the Ukraine had a couple of opportunities, they opened the scoring, but Iraq was able to recover, win, and now having 3 points after the first game. That's absolutely great. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.